Hello everyone, today we're going to study Unit 4 for Prep 3, titled Future Life. So before diving deep into this unit, let's start with this quick revision. Supply the missing parts in the following dialogue between Yusuf and Iyad about their summer holiday. Yusuf: Good morning, Iyad. Iyad: Good morning, Yusuf. Where will you spend your summer holiday? Yusuf: Iyad: Wow, I like Alex very much. So the answer would be in Alex. So Yusuf: I am going to stay in Muntaza Hotel. So the answer would be where will you stay there? Iyad: Yusuf: I will go with my family. So Iyad would ask this question: who will you go with? Who will you go with? Iyad: How long will you stay there? Yusuf: For example, he would stay for a week. Iyad: I hope you will enjoy your stay there. Yusuf: Thank you. So now let's study these new words. Let's start with the first one. Uninhabitable. Not possible for humans to live in. For example, the building was totally uninhabitable. Prompted. Made someone decide to do something. For example, the discovery of the bomb prompted an increase in security. Conventional, usual or traditional. For example, she is very conventional in her views. Harsh, difficult for people to bear. For example, the harsh treatment of slaves. Measure, a way of describing the size, amount, etc. of something. Example, he has gone to be measured for a new suit. Residents, the people who live in a place. Example, a resident of the United States. Renewable, that can be replaced naturally. For example, wind is a renewable source of energy. Shaded, protected from direct light. For example, the courtyard was shaded by high trees. Desalination, the removal of salt from sea water. We can say a desalination plant. Irrigation, providing water to grow plants and crops. For example, irrigation has increased the area of cultivable land. Specialize, to study one particular subject. Example, he specialized in criminal law. Enrollments, successful applications to become members of a course, university, etc. For example, enrollment will take place in the main hall. Skeptical, doubting that something is right. For example, I am skeptical about his chances of winning. Alternative, using natural energy and products that don't harm the environment. For example, they are seeking alternative fossil fuels. So now let's do this exercise here. Choose. Number 1. The students didn't like her teaching methods and were happy when she returned to more traditional ways. So the answer is harsh. Number 2. Although he wears strange clothes, his behavior is really very, so the answer is conventional. Number 3. I am about recycling because I don't think we really help the planet by doing it. So the answer is I am skeptical. Number 4. Even though the tennis court was in the of the trees, it was too hot to play at midday. So the answer is in the shade. Number 5. We need more industries that don't cause harm to the environment. So we need more renewable. Number 6. Its success will be of how well the project is run. So the answer is will be a measure. Number 7. My mom's a doctor and she in children's medicine. So the answer is specialized. Choose. The house was nobody could live there because it was falling down. So the answer is the house was uninhabitable. Number 2. For the new university course begins next Monday. So the answer is enrollment. Number 3. Wind power is a form of energy that is already used in a lot of countries. So the answer is renewable. Number 4. At the moment, of sea water is an expensive way of obtaining drinking water. So the answer is desalination. Number 5. The of the town where against plans to build a shopping center in the neighborhood. So the answer is residents, the residents of the town. Now let's study these new words. Number 1. Industrialized, something related to industry. For example, industrialized country. Congested, crowded or full of traffic. For example, congested city streets. Bicycle lanes, parts of a road that only bicycles are allowed to use. City dwellers, people that live in large towns. And of course by dweller we mean a person that lives in a particular place. So I can say apartment dwellers. Commuter, someone who regularly travels to work for a long distance. For example, the 5 o'clock train is always packed with commuters. So now let's do this exercise here. Choose. Number 1. My brother has to buy trainers from a company that in shoes for people with big feet. So the answer is specializes. Number 2. It was a small agricultural town, but it has been and is now full of factories, so industrialized. Number 3. There are some differences between the north and south of the country, so the answer is environmental. And by environmental we mean something that is connected with the natural conditions in which people, animal and plants live. Number 4. It's an old house, but the bathroom has been and the kitchen is new too. So the answer is modernized, and to modernize is to make something modern or suitable for use at the present time. Number 5. The shop was very helpful and gave me some good advice on which TV to buy. So the answer is the shop assistant. Another exercise. Choose. Number 1. I wouldn't call him boring. I'd just say he is. So the answer is conventional. Number 2. There are about 7 million in London. So 7 million inhabitants. Number 3. There were a lot of in the competition to design the new logo. So there were a lot of participants. And by a participant we mean someone who is taking part in an activity or event. So the answer is participants. Number 4. Problems will increase if we don't stop using our cars so much. So the answer is environment. Number 5. People choose to inhabit cities because of the educational and employment. So the answer is opportunities. So in this lesson we are going to talk about future forms. We can use a number of ways or forms to express future events. We can use will plus the infinitive to express future events. We use will to make offers and promises to do something. For example, I will take you to the airport tomorrow. So this is an offer. I'll get you something to eat. I'll buy you a present. So this is a promise. To make decisions at the moment of speaking. So it is a spontaneous decision. So I can say, it's hot in here. I will open the window. Someone is knocking on the door. I will open the door. To make predictions about what you think will happen. So this prediction is based on your opinion. So I can say, I am sure Dave will win the final. We can also use be going to express future events. We use be going to for plans we have already decided to do before the moment of speaking. So it is the opposite of well. In well we use well to make decisions at the moment of speaking, spontaneous decisions. But with be going to, we use it to express something that you have already decided. For example, we have already decided on our holiday destination. We are going to spend 2 weeks in Turkey. We use be going to for predictions about the future, which are based on present evidence, not on your opinion. So there is a present evidence in front of you. So, for example, Simon's going to fail his maths exam. He hasn't studied at all. We can also use the present continuous tense to express future events. We can use the present continuous for arrangements we have already made for a specific time in the future, usually with other people. For example, Mary, Susan and I are meeting at 4 o'clock on Monday afternoon to discuss the plans. So they have arranged for everything. We can also use the present simple tense for timetabled activities and events in the future. For example, the train to Cairo arrives at 2 o'clock. So this action here is timetabled. So now let's do this exercise here. Rewrite. Number 1. I am so hungry, I want to order some food. Use will. So the answer is, I am so hungry, I will order some food. So this is a quick decision. Number 2. Tom has decided to buy the medicine. Use going to. So the answer is, Tom is going to buy the medicine. Number 3. They have decided to get married in August. Use going to. So the answer is, they are going to get married in August. Number 4. He promises to buy her a new dress. Use will. So the answer is, he will buy her a new dress. Number 5. Do you intend to buy a new flat? Use going to. So the answer is, are you going to buy a new flat? Another exercise. Choose. Number 1. Someone is knocking at the door. It. So this is a quick decision. So the answer is, I will open. Number 2. When your plane leave. So the answer is, when does your plane leave? And this is a timetabled action. That's why we use the present simple tense. Mark us at 7 at the cinema. So Mark is meeting us. So this has been arranged for. So we are going to use the present continuous tense. Number 4. There are a lot of clouds. It. Okay, so the answer is, it is going to rain. So this is a prediction based on evidence. So a prediction based on evidence, we're going to use be going to. Number 5. Tom has decided he medicine at university. So the answer is, is going to study. Okay, so that's it. So now let's study these new words. Let's start with deforestation. When all the trees in an area are cut down or destroyed. For example, land erosion caused by widespread deforestation. Reclamation. So reclamation, making the land suitable for farming. I can say land reclamation. And the opposite of reclamation is desertification. Overpopulation, a country or a city that has too many people. I can say the problem of overpopulation. Contamination, so contamination, to make something dirty or dangerous by adding chemicals or poison to it. For example, radioactive contamination. Desertification, when all trees are cut down. Premonition, it's a feeling that something bad is going to happen. For example, he had a premonition that he would never see her again. Disposal, when you get rid of something. For example, the disposal of nuclear waste. So now let's do this exercise here. Choose. Number 1. There isn't enough housing in the city for all the people that need it because of... So the answer is overpopulation. Because of overpopulation. Number 2. Has destroyed large areas of tropical forest in South America. So the answer is deforestation. Number 3. The artificial islands in Dubai are a form of land because they were constructed by humans. So the answer is reclamation. Number 4. Land in central Spain is getting drier and drier and will become a serious problem. So the answer is desertification. Number 5. Of river is often caused by factories. So the answer is contamination. Choose. There isn't enough housing in the city for all the people that need it because of overpopulation. Number 2. Has destroyed large areas of tropical forest in South America. So deforestation. Number 3. The artificial islands in Dubai are a form of land reclamation. So now here we have the future continuous and the future perfect. So we use the future continuous to talk about actions and events that will be happening at a specific time in the future. These future actions and events are often planned. For example, we will be meeting the director in the morning and then we will be visiting the new factory in the afternoon. So here is the future continuous tense. So will be plus ing. So we use the future continuous to talk about actions in progress at a certain time in the future. I can say, this time next week I will be traveling to Paris. Tomorrow at 10 you will be doing your exam. When you get off the train I will be waiting at the platform. We can use it for future plans and arrangements. So it equals at this part, it equals the present continuous. Or be going to. Look at this. We will be coming next weekend. I will be leaving tomorrow at 8 a.m. Now let's move to the future perfect tense. Okay, so will plus have plus the past participle. He will have done it by this evening. So look at this. We use the future perfect to talk about completed actions and events in the future. So before a specific time in the future, something or an action will be completed. So I can say Sarah will have finished all of her exams by Friday. So when Friday comes, Sarah can simply say that she has finished all her exams. So now let's do this exercise here. Rewrite. Number 1. I am going to study in London in September. I finish my final exam by the beginning of July. So the answer would be something like this. I will have finished my final. So before this time, this action will be completed. Number 2. I leave my school by the end of July. So before this time, this action will be completed. So we're going to put this in the future perfect. So I will have left. Number 3. We will play tennis at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So this is a specific time in the future. So we are going to put this in the future continuous. So we will be playing. Number 4. Will they have worked on the new road tomorrow? So will they be working on the new road tomorrow? Number 5. I'll be sending all the letters by the time I leave the office. So I will have sent all the letters before that time. Another exercise. Choose. Number 1. Don't come round to my house on Sunday afternoon. I will my homework then. So I will be doing something. Something will be in progress. So the answer is be doing. Number 2. My parents will married for 25 years by next August. So we are going to put this in the future perfect. So the answer is have been. Number 3. We can go to the cinema at 8 o'clock because I will work by then. So before this time, this action will be completed. So the answer is I will have finished. Number 4. My brother will medicine in London this time next year. So something will be in progress. So the answer is be studying. Number 5. I will with my grandparents in Alex for the whole summer. So I will be staying. So now let's study these new words. Blog, a website where a person writes regularly about recent events. Blogger, a person who writes a blog. Volunteer, a person who does a job without being paid for it. Hectic, very busy, full of activity. Campus, the buildings of a university and the land around it. Incredible, impossible, or very difficult to believe. Practical, connected with real situations. Catch up, to learn or discuss the latest news. So that's it for today. I hope you understand this unit. Goodbye.